back. Hopefully this will work better. A microphone. Wait. A microphone. And now it's less likely I'll get copyright struck because I'm not recording audio. I'll probably have to do all that. First talk again, but only if it gets flagged. Please don't get flagged. But this will let me record audio with a little bit better sound attached to it. Now, schedule of today says to do some knitting. Still knitting, going to chat randomly a bit more. All right. And finally, the desktop screensaver working as intended. A little bit more tea. This stuff is very raspberry, like very raspberry. And I do have an intermittent tremor in my right hand. I think that's the right word for it. So I drink with two hands, unless I feel comfortable. That feels weird. Okay. Hi, Jamila. Jamila is my golden retriever puppy. Oh, hello. Yeah, I chose to not record screen. Not an octopus. mm. Murder. Okay. Up. uh, time to start knitting. Just got done with a lot of dishes. So even though the water heater here is broken and needs to be fixed, all the dishes are clean. The sink is usable, finally. Hooray. Actually, I'm proud of myself for doing them. Cold hands. Yours too. Big. Like my father's. I'm Roger. There is lo-fi playing in my ears also right now. If I sway my head melodically or do anything like that. No, Jamila, don't bite. Don't bite it. Don't bite it, you little shit. I love you. I love you so much, and you're a little shit. And I can say that because you're a puppy, and puppies are little shits. I love you, Jamila. Yes, Jamila is shaking things up here at the house. I owning a dog is impacting me socially in all the ways that I probably hoped it would. In that I feel frustrated a fair amount of the time, but it's good. I needed this um, sledgehammer to my typical daily routine. I needed an animal, a pet, encouraging me to get outside a couple times a day. I'm co-owners of three cats. One is mine and two of them are my brother's. And the cats have been wonderful. They're great for anxiety and they're really affectionate, especially the one. The one's just a lovable ball of fun. But there are things that a dog can give a person socially that cats just don't or can't. Cats really can't give socially like a dog does, and that's okay. Cats are cats and dogs are dogs. I love what makes cats cats, and I knew I wanted something unpredictable here, someone unpredictable, so I got a dog. Did I get one that's going to stay small? Hell no. Got a golden retriever. Maybe a little bit partly because my mom and stepdad, who live right down the road, they have a golden retriever 10 years old. I actually went with them 10 years ago to pick it out, him, Hank. And well, Hank's been on my mind a lot because he has a form of cancer. He may not live long, and maybe that was also on my mind when I got this puppy. But I think mostly I just thought I want a pet that'll enrich in my life. And I thought another cat's not going to do that. I want a pet who will bring out emotional response in me. You know, playing with a dog versus playing with a cat, or especially golden retrievers. Man, they're just so affectionate. They're just and as young puppies, they're very bitey and very into moving all property around. But that's what I wanted. The only thing I don't want is injury. So I'm keeping a close eye on Jamila and the cats, Sound, Fury, and Cora, to make sure they don't get in any fights, and that it's just they're just kind of, for the most part, giving each other space now. Jamila, the dog, is a little less insistent on space and a little more, hey, can I get a little closer and see what you're doing there, buddy? You look pretty cool. Uh, so long as every animal can eat and sleep and be unaccosted for most of the day, that's what I'm going for. Nope, nope, not that. Okay. Let's see. I got a Papasan chair a couple weeks ago. Uh, yeah, I got a Papasan chair a couple weeks ago, and oh, okay, yeah, I got a Papasan chair a few weeks ago, and it's great. It's really cool. I wish it was a little bit bigger, like big enough to curl up in and sleep. Um, there are two Papasan chairs I love. One, I think my grandparents out in Cincinnati owned one of them. I think. And the other one is the one that I wrote about in Table for Three on the ski trip. It's a big circular curl up cuddle chair. And and this one's good enough. It's a bit small, but it works just fine for sitting around during the day, evening, and playing games and knitting. I want to talk about just a little bit about Merida in Red. Merida was Merida in Red was slash is a sex positive body, a healthy body image counselor of sorts among headmates. Merida helped everyone with their problem. Merida and Red helped everyone with their problems, and lots of individuals and or people went to see Merida and Red about having problems. Merida and Red helped me through a number of tricky situations, and so no, um, what I'll remember about her most was her entrance song was "Switching Positions" by Ariana Grande, and she always showed up in a red Porsche, music thumping, lights flashing, maybe wearing a scarf, a green scarf, and just Merida in Red. Fucking, she was cool. Merida in Red was cool. She like announced wherever she was whenever she went there. She always made me feel safe too. Also liked it because I'm glad that she was able to help out. I don't like taking credit for anything, but I'm glad she was able to help out in ways where I couldn't or where it would have been uncomfortable for me to help out. I'm grateful to Merida and Red for having been there all that time. I love Merida and Red, and I'm so grateful to Merida and Red. And I know that it annoyed Merida and Red after a while with the song. That's just how safety feels for me. I cling to safety. Let's see, there's also Dr. Brown, Doc, from Back to the Future. Oh, no, I have to be careful. I have to be careful I don't puppet, because puppeting is wrong. And it's easy for me to puppet when I'm eagerly talking about someone or someone's. But yeah, Doc was my hero growing up. Doc was my hero. I love the Back to the Future movies, and I really owe them all a watch one of these days, a rewatch. Oh no, the signal. In case anyone's wondering, what I have on my screensaver is just a shuffled collection of pictures I've drawn over the last year, 2 or 3, mixed in with some other random pictures from my downloads folder. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna start uploading these to my YouTube page and just maybe make it a daily thing. Have it be a way to just connect with the world a little and talk about whatever I want to talk about. And if any somewhat astute or even barely conscious viewers out there watching any of my videos can probably tell when I'm addressing somebody who does not appear to be in the camera picture, somebody inside. When I start talking in a certain way, or just, it's probably easy to tell, and I'm not shy about it. I am careful about what I discuss and who I discuss and how I discuss. But for now, I'm just using this as just a form of expression, something to do while I knit, because I love knitting. It's easier to knit when I can run my mouth about something. Sometimes. So for this cabin, I'm thinking morning walk with Jamila, morning feeding, morning workout, morning, maybe morning news radio, and morning knitting or morning art, or morning creativity. So yeah, I'm gonna get that Chromebook when my TSP payment comes in. It's a cheapie, so I can ensure that it has no ability to play games, because computer games have long been a crutch in my life, and upgraded to something I felt was necessary, like another limb. I need time away from computer games. Repeated time away from computer games to pursue creative individual pursuits and just not play video games for a while and be in a different location. And that's what the cabin my dad is getting is for. And yes, I have to keep knitting, even if even if some of the stitches get loose and make bigger circles than usual, even if they get very big, I want to keep knitting. I want to knit many different things. I want to have them hanging up all over the cabin. All over the cabin. I want to have blankets in the cabin. I want to have lap blankets. I want to have scarves. Yes, a quilt. A quilt. That was an idea. Of course, I got it from either Quilted Northern, the Bounty Quicker Picker Upper damn commercial, or the Supergirl's quilt from chapter Alaskan Cruise in December. Part of me wants to pitch that in the chapter in the 50s with the original way that I posted the fan fiction. But I believe the Supergirl's quilt was one that I think Anna may have caught eye of. At first, it was of three women in swimsuits enjoying a hot tub or enjoying water together. And, well, Panzelana and Elsa then bought that quilt at a quilt shop in Alaska. And it was one of several things that commemorated both their cruise and Elsa and Rapunzel solidifying their relationship. And yeah, well, here, I should probably make it known that I'm going to talk about my fan fiction a lot. Maybe what it was like writing it, how writing it in any way could have possibly played a part in having headmates now and over the last year. But a lot more than that, because my headmates were all real people, individuals and or people, with, save for Merida, who is a fictive, that sort of grants them extra special bonus status, as far as I'm concerned, in my heart. In my heart. Extra special bonus status. Oh, gosh, yeah. I really owe Merida so much this last year. Merida runs so fast. Merida runs fast. Remember, Merida loves being outside, so hoping to go for more walks at this cabin and find out a little bit more of what everyone wants and try to give everyone that, including myself. More time outside, more time walking. Oh boy. Up here. Oh, why did I do that? Why did I do that? I was doing that on purpose, and that was icky thing. Okay, if that made anybody here feel uncomfortable, I claim responsibility for that. Have to be careful because with my headmates, apologies hurt. Certain words hurt. And I have to be careful not to use them or to find better words to use. But it hurts not being able to apologize when things go wrong or when I make a mistake. And that I can still apologize, but then it hurts them even more. It hurts headmates even more. I like the term headmates. It's like really neutral in the middle. Doesn't overburden any one particular individual and or person with stress, but it indicates that everyone is important. Everyone is real. Everyone is an individual and or person. And that has been my mantra since, well, for the last year, give or take. Everyone is real, and everyone is an individual and or person. And yes, there are differences between individuals and people, but I don't press those too hard. I trust whatever anyone tells me, so long as I can hear it. And when I don't hear it, there can be hurt. But I trust everyone. And everyone knows who they are. Because as I continually, incessantly remind all headmates, the best parts are inside. Best parts of every headmate are inside. Because there was a feeling that, and this was my fear too, that there's a kind of amnesia thing that happens near the front, and I didn't want any headmates to feel like they were really losing who they are, at least not up here. So I keep pushing the truth, the fact that the best parts are inside. The best parts of everyone are inside. But then I have to counter that balance with, as far as we go, as far as Ryan goes, that, yeah, the best parts are inside, but the parts on the outside are also pretty damn great. Let me think. I'm 40 years old. I'm a military veteran with PTSD. I am in a very peculiar place mentally and have been for the last year in different ways. I am not exactly capable of taking care of myself in all respects, but I'm hoping to maybe make some headway in reclaiming some areas to take care of myself and or give care to myself, give care to others. That's right, because giving care, as Saffron teaches, as Saffron taught, is about giving care to others. Because giving care, when you give care to someone else, you immediately feel good. It's like you're giving care to yourself. And they feel good, and your relationship feels good, and it's just simple. And since emotions are shared here, if there's an uncomfortable emotion, a difficult emotion, an angry or a hurt emotion, or a sad emotion, can always give care. Can always give care. Hmm. Oop. Hmm. It's the simplest thing, nothing much to it. All you gotta do is doodly do it. I like the rest, but the part I like best, it goes doodly doodly doo. Woo! After this little thing gets long enough, I could throw it around my neck and just keep right on knitting. There's something about knitting I'm not. Oh no! Oh no! Don't go off! Don't go off! Don't go off! Why is the power's blinking on the monitor, but it doesn't know what it's doing? What are you doing, monitor? Okay, that turned it off. See, favorite lo-fi. Okay. This is back on. Some of my favorite lo-fi. I've loved Lo-Fi Girl, Lo-Fi Geek. Uh, right now I'm kind of pretty into Hitkend. Hitkend, Hitkend lo-fi, where the avatar is a young woman with black hair and a purple streak. What can I say? Reminds me of Saffron. Boom, 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 boom. Just got to get a hold of self, mental health, preservation. Gotta put together a nice schedule at the cabin for 2 solid weeks. So then I can come back here and let that schedule unfold in a place that I consider honestly to be somewhat toxic. This house, my house, my name's on the deed, so it is my house. And yes, not being able to, not wanting to sleep in my house every night is kind of a letdown. It's kind of difficult to deal with. But I'm fairly sure I'll be able to sleep tonight. Just gotta wait for the right time and stay busy until then. I have a lot of help. We all work really hard. Okay, pictures. It would be cool if I could. Yeah, I could do that. I could explain the pictures. I could talk about pictures on here. I could link them and I could talk about drawing them or who's in them and what they mean. Yes, that is Merida spanking Saffron. And that is Merida eating Saffron's butt. Ass. Yep. They're a fan of the anal linguist. Anal linguist. Oh, Merida in red. Oh, that scarf is red, not green. Interesting. That's the first time I ever drew Merida in red, though. Lower your expect. Bunny Rabbit. 1993. Saturday morning cartoons. Sonic the freaking Hedgehog. Have you ever wished you could be somewhere and you want to go there because you want certain options for entertainment just to not be available as a choice? Like computer games. That's honestly how I feel, but I need it in big amounts. I no more of this 1, 2 nights at a hotel business. I don't get recharged by that anymore. I just get anxious. I share this house with my brother. He's a very excellent brother. And his room's right next to this, so I probably annoy the hell out of him sometimes when I do this stuff. But I try to keep my voice low. Let's see. Yeah, growing up, I was kind of an emotional chameleon slash uh, what's the word? Mediator. I saw myself as a form of mediator. And anytime I walked into a room, I would try to quickly assess and or gauge the temperatures in the room, how everyone felt. And from there, I would move on. From there, I would fit in. I would fit into the room to make as few waves as possible, be unobtrusive, as it were. So I never really learned how to lead till I was in the military. Then I learned how to lead somewhat. Could be, as they say, those who are the least interested in promotions are often the ones who wield the power most judiciously. And I was not interested in picking up rank in the military. I was already making more than most anyway with my fucking language bonus. But really, I just wanted to do the work. I didn't want to be made a team leader, have to oversee, and I wanted to be in there doing the work, knowing that I can get it right. And if it's wrong, I don't have anyone to blame but myself. If it's the wrong word, or if it's not. Shit, was that dialect? No, maybe it wasn't dialect. Hmm. It's probably how my hearing got so good. I was double timing, two timing when I was deployed. It'd be like 12 hours a day of listening to Arabic phone calls and shit. That would be in my right ear, and my left ear would be Simpsons. A couple seasons of Simpsons just on repeat, looping, just to break up the monotony of the 12-hour days. We would watch Simpsons and translate at the same time. I could see myself maybe making a new language when I get out to the cabin sometime. Saffron Rockstar, one-handed gloved. I don't know if anyone can see this, but I drew that comic, and a very small percentage portion of me finds it funny. But in reality, it's mostly just depressing that I have sort of armed myself with so many questions that it's difficult for any headmate to have a conversation with me without me immediately peppering them with, "Why are you asking that? What are you doing? What's going on? What are you going to say next? Huh? Huh? Do you want to say it this way? Do you want to say it that way?" I've developed bad headmate habits. Very bad headmate habits. That's why I also feel safe in knowing that the best parts of everyone are inside. Kept away from my clumsy, at the front questioning. Although I know questions come from more than just the front, but I love and trust everyone. We've come this far together, and I believe things can get better through steps that I take to put us all in better living situations. In a better living situation. Hence the cabin. I hope Dad just jumps in with both feet because I want to get up to that cabin. I want it to be permanent. If I ever played another game again, what game would it be? It would have to be a new game. It would have to be a completely new game. And it would have to be on. And I think it would have to be on a laptop. Not just the Chromebook, but the laptop. Thinking, if there's enough money in the account, I'll see if I can get my fiduciary to foot the bill for a laptop that can play basic games like Diablo 4 when it comes out. I don't want to play any games I've already played. There's a small chance I may want to. There's a chance. If being out of this house, if being maybe New World, if being out of this toxic-ish house, and being in a new place can help with enjoying the occasional game, not 12-hour, 16-hour marathons anymore. Because I really want to devote time to more creative pursuits. Says the guy who wrote a 1.3 million word fan fiction and added another 100,000 words in a sequel earlier this year. Ah, yes. Hmm. No, didn't do that on purpose. Nope, not roulette. Not rage and roulette, no. Careful. I'll say this out loud right now, just so everyone knows I said it on the outside. I know I have to be careful right now because filming, being on tape, being recorded talking, and on video has an effect on headmates. I don't even call them my headmates anymore. They're headmates, and they're here and share this space with me. And I don't want any of them to be uncomfortable. So I think it's about time I took a little break. Just so I got a question for you. This is just something for you to think about. If at any time after getting this cabin, if you ever want me to leave Jamila here while I go up to the cabin, I'd be okay with that. I'd be fine with that. If you ever want to time with Jamila, like, because you are going to start to get like week to 2 week long stretches every month of just I will be around. I wanted to go up like this for the first trip or two just to get it used to how everything works and whatnot. We're gonna stay really closely. Dad showed me some pictures of this property he's looking at, and I really hope so I decided I'm going to get. I'm not taking this computer with me. Obviously, it's just some computer's gonna stay here. I'm going to get a $50 Chromebook and take that up for the first couple months just to write with. And if that goes well, I will. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! No, 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 I will see if I can get a laptop, run enough to someday run Diablo 4 and run New World. And I'll start taking that up to the cabin then. Dad said like 2 hours and 20 minutes. And let me see. Well, that's one of the things that we've talked about. Um, Dad wants to use this as much as I do. This isn't just for me, so I can always go up with Dad and come back with Dad. Anyway, I could actually go up there with Dad. He could leave me up there, and then I could go with him the next time he comes back. Now I could also drive up there, but I wouldn't want to do that unless it was a very quick turnaround time, or you at that point were okay. Like if you had your social security stuff approved, and if you were okay taking Uber at that point. But that's not for a while, so don't even worry about that. No, I care. I care. Oh, I care. Yes. Uh, Thanks. I mean, if you ever wanted to go up with me, like we could take a trip up there together. But plenty of time, plenty of time before any of that would ever come up. Say it. Why don't you? It's time to pack in a more constructive way. And you could also go up there on your own if you really wanted. If you didn't want me around up there, you could go up there on your own, take the car sometime, and just. Oh no, of course, of course. And I hope that changes before your Social Security is increased, but probably not. And so then the Social Security would be the next rung on your ladder to. And I'm back. We are back. And I don't think there was anything inappropriate on that little conversation with my brother, but I still unplugged this for most of it, so most of it probably wasn't heard. Okay. I need different music than this. This is just looping. Um, Bright Bliss. Check. Ooh, be careful. Be careful. And no one will ever know what I was talking about. Okay, for real. Let's see. Time for another lollipop. Yeah. I can't even say it out loud because that would ruin it. That would ruin it. That would just that would lessen it. It would let in on the joke and hmm, yeah. I don't want that. Never. Anything but. How? Oh, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Look at that moderation. Here we go with the in the mouth again. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Hmm. Hmm. You all got to be able to see this amazingness, this beautiful. I'm not insulting. I'm not insulting it. I'm not. I'm not insulting it. Well, everything else? Oh yeah, hands. My hands are small, I know. They are not yours, they are our own. Uh-oh. Wow. Wake up the mind. Oh. Mm-mm. I forgot what it Hmm. Mm-mm. Yes, this thing is huge. This thing is so massive. I can try to talk around it, but if it's Mumbletown, well, then we're all going to know that. So we'll find out. They got there. Okay. Mumble. I gotta put it over here. Sugar the side of my teeth, plenty with lollipop. Uh-huh. Easy there, Jamila. You're growling. Oh, it's Fury. Don't growl Fury, Jamila. Fury's just a cat. He's trying to get by. Hmm. Oh, ha. Nope, never. He bite. Hmm. Eh. Hmm. Oh, oh, oh. Hmm. 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 Bo Burnham is freaking hilarious. Ow. Oh, don't do that. No, don't do that. Okay, I didn't do that with the reason to. Yeah, just don't do it. Don't do it. Oh fuck. High pitched barking. I don't know why. I suppose that would have made me anxious as fuck in the past. That's why I'm reacting to that anxiety. I gotta say this out loud because out front because it's too big to ignore. I used to be so paranoid of hurting or offending my neighbors with anything, with any loud noise, with any improper thing done, taking the trash out on the wrong day, or just having a bad looking yard or anything. I used to stress about that, which is why the roof got to me so much. And so now this like Jamila's barking, this piercing bark, and I'm just like, Jamila, I'm anxious. You're making me anxious, but I don't know why. And as soon as I realize why, I instantly relax because I'm like, I don't stress about that stuff as much anymore. Because now I know where the anxiety is coming from. And I know that's ridiculous because if they had a problem with the barking, they'd call and say something about it. Life's just that simple. If they had a problem, they'd call. Mm-mm. Was that for Jamila? Yes. You're very on guard. That's good. Oh, okay, thanks. Really? Jamila? No. But you're right. Yeah, Jamila needs her, her, her Yoda. That's her Yoda now. Jamila, go play with your Yoda. Go play with your Yoda. Oh, you're awesome. Thank you. Oh my gosh, so sweet. Oh, no, you're really awesome. I love you. You're awesome. You're great. That. Okay. You're awesome. I love you. Oh, love. Oh. No, I don't want to listen to this again. Okay. I don't have to. Mm-hmm. For others to come and journey. Mm. Trying new things creatively. Yep, that's about why. Gotta say that out loud. So I just realized what I'm seeking with the cabin. I'm seeking a way out of this crushing feeling 24/7 of, okay, but what am I going to do next? Okay, but what am I going to do next? When I'm doing anything around here, when I'm, well, maybe when I was writing, if I'm painting something, if I'm knitting, if I'm playing a game, especially, I could never be fully into the activity because I'd always just immediately be thinking sooner or later, okay, but what am I going to do after this? To have fun, to pass the time, to to relieve myself from the crushing ennui that, drowns the spirit, this, that, and the other thing. Whoa. Yeah. And at a cabin, it'll be different because I won't have the games. And the games are the primary thing that I would always do, thinking while thinking, what am I going to do next? Oh no. If I don't have fun playing this game, the rest of the day's going to be ruined. I want to have fun doing a lot of different creative. I want to write again. Different stuff. I want to keep knitting. I want to draw more. And maybe I want to paint. Colored pencil would be fun. I do want to paint again. And I want to work out outside. And I want to hike every day. And I'll be able to do that every day. We can do that. We can do that every day. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. 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 Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Tasty. Okay. Now I can still speak with this lollipop in the cheek. Approaching another row ended. Careful, Jamila, don't go after Fury. He's got cat stuff on his mind, and he'll do what he's gonna do. Oh, this is nice. It's a little bigger than I was expecting, but that's okay. Oh shit. Okay. Easy there, Jamila. Relax. I'm gonna stop this for now just to see what it's like.